Good morning, everyone. Our topic for today is Lesson 2-1 Mental Math. You will find this lesson on page 59 up to 62 from your book. Here are the learning objectives for today's lesson. You're going to explain how to use mental math to add and subtract, develop positive attitudes towards learning mathematics, and use properties of addition and subtraction strategies to solve problems mentally. Let's analyze this problem. Three pieces of software cost 20 and 75 hundredths, $10 and 59 hundredths, and $18 and 25 hundredths. So what is the total cost of the software? So you're going to use mental math to solve. So let's analyze this student's work. For Tara's work, Tara rearrange the addends 20.75 plus 18.25 because it's easy for her to do mentally. So the correct order is 20.75 plus 10.59 plus 18.25. But she rearranged the two addends 18.25 and 10.59. So 20.75 plus 18.25 plus 10.59 because it's easy for her to add 20.75 plus 18.25 mentally. So 20.75 plus 18.25, that is equivalent to 39. Then after that, she added to 10.59. That's why the correct answer is 49.59. For Kylie's work, Kylie's grouped to add 20.75 and 18.25. So she grouped first 20.75 and 18.25. Okay, so 20.75 plus 18.25. So 0.75 plus 0.25, that is equivalent to one whole part. Then 20 plus 18 is 38. So 38 plus 1, that's why the answer is 39. So 39 plus 10 is 49 plus 0.59, that is 49.59. So as you can see, Tara's work and Kylie's work, they have different strategy, but at the end, they have the same answer. So how can you use mental math to add? So the first one is you need to use the associative property of addition. Associative property means lets you change the grouping of the addends. So like for example, 11.45 plus 3.39 plus 9.55. So maybe I can group first 11.45 plus 3.39, or I can group first 3.39 plus 9.55 before added to 11.45. So if you change the grouping of the addends, at the end, you will get the same answer. So that is applying associative property. But when we say commutative property, changing the order of the addends does not affect the sum. So let's you add the two decimal in any order. Like for example, 11.45 plus 3.39. So you can change the position or change the order. Maybe you can add 3.39 first to 11.45. So those are the two properties of addition that can help you to solve mental math. Now, use the commutative property to change the order. As you can see here, 11.45 plus 3.39 plus 9.55. So you can change the order of these two. Maybe you can make it 9.55 plus 3.39, but within the same group. So that is using the commutative property to change the order. And use the associative property to change the grouping. So you have 11.45 plus 9.55 plus 3.39. So maybe you can group 11.45 plus 9.55 first before added to 3.39. And at the end, you will get the same answer. So if we're going to add 11.45 plus 9.55 first, because they are easy to compute mentally, because it ends with 5. Those numbers ends both with 5 or both with 0. Those are the numbers that can easily to add or subtract mentally. So 11.45 plus 0.55. So 0.45 plus 0.55, that is equivalent to 1 whole part. Then 11 plus 9 is 20, so 20 plus 1, that is 21. Then after that, I added to 3.39. That's why the total of the three items is 24.39. Okay? So compatible numbers, when we say compatible numbers, these are the numbers that are easy to compute mentally. Okay, so you need to find out which number is easier for you to add first or to subtract first. So those are the numbers that you need to combine, or you need to regroup, or you need to rearrange in order you to answer easily the problem. Use mental math to find the sum. Explain your thinking. So Jim earns 22.5, 14.75, and 8.5 on 3 different days. How much did he earn in all? So as you can see here, all ends with 0 and 5. So for me, it is easy for me to add 22.5 plus 8.5 first, because zero point 0.5 plus zero point 0.5 means 1 whole part, plus 8 is 9, plus 22 is equivalent to 31. Then after that, I will add to 14.75. 31 plus 14 is 45 plus 0.75. So the answer is 45.75. So for that, I applied commutative property. It means I changed the order of the addends. Now, is it possible also to apply the associative property wherein you can add first these two before added to 8.50, or you can add first these two before added to 22.5? Yes. Okay? As long as it is easier for you to add it mentally, do the different strategy or apply the different strategy. So, how to use compensation? With compensation means you need to adjust one or both numbers to make the calculation easier. Then adjust the difference or sum to get the final answer. If you want to adjust the digit, much better that it ends with 0 or it ends with 5 or it whole number to make it easy. So like for example, if I'm going to use the compensation method for subtraction, 4.25 minus 0.08 mentally, so I'm going to adjust this one. I will make it 0.10. So I will make it 0.10, so it means I added 0.02, because 0.08 plus 0.02 is equivalent to 0.10. Then after that, I will subtract. So 25 minus 10 is 0.15, and 4 minus 0 is 4. So I have 4.15. Then, since you add from the start, you need to add back the 0.02. So 4.15, okay, plus 0.02, so the answer is 4.17. Therefore, 4.25 plus 0.08 or 8 hundredths is equivalent to 4.17. Okay? Now, let's proceed to the next one. How about use compensation to add? So if the given is addition, the same thing, you need to adjust maybe the first one or the second one. Here I'm going to adjust the first number. I will make this 0.47 to make it 0.50 to make it easy for me. So 3.47, it becomes 3.50, so I added 0.03. 3.50 now plus 4.35 equals 7.85. So from 7.85, since you added from the start, at the end, you need to subtract. So 7.85 minus, okay, minus 0.03. So the answer is 7.82. So that is how to apply the compensation method. So which problem is easier to subtract? 15.50 minus 8.75 or 15.75 minus 9? Of course, 15.75 minus 9, because there is no regrouping. Okay, so let's answer this question. Use mental math to add or subtract. Okay, so if I'm going to apply the different strategy, I will apply here the associative property. So I will add first these two. So 3.04 plus 8.28. So 0.04 plus 28, that is equivalent to 32.32. Then 8 plus 3, that is 11. So I have 11.32 for this two. Then plus 12, so 11 plus 12, that is 23. Then I have 0.32, so the answer is 23.32. Question number 4, 6.97 plus 4.15. So if I'm going to use the compensation method, I need to add 0.03 here. Okay, so if I'm going to add 0.03, this becomes 7 as a whole number. So 7 plus 4, that is 11. Then I have 0.15. So since you added from the start, you added 0.03, and this is addition. So at the end, I need to subtract 0.03. That's why the answer is equivalent to 11.12. So that is how to apply the compensation method in addition. Now, how do I apply compensation method in subtraction? So I will make this as a whole number. So I will make this as 7. So it means I added 0.02 because 0.02 plus 0.98 is equivalent to one whole part. Plus 6, it becomes 7. So 9 minus 7 now is 2. Then I have the decimal number, which is 0.04. So since I added 0.02 from the start, and this is subtraction, so it means I need to add another 0.02 at the end. So the answer is 2.06, or 2 and 600. Next, 4.02 plus 0.19 plus 16.48. So here I'm going to use the commutative property. I will change the order. I will change the order of these two. So I will make 4.02 first plus 16.48 before added to 0.19. Why? Because 16.48 is easy for me to add to 4.02. Because 0.48 plus 0.02 is 0.5, then 16 plus 4 is 20, so I have 20.5 when I added the 2. Then I have 0.19, so 20.5 plus 19, so the answer is 20.69. Now it's your turn. You can apply the different strategy. Pause the video and answer the following question. Now, time is up. The answer for number 7 is 10 plus 5.4 is equivalent to 15.4. Then the missing numbers here are 153, 220.4, and 220.5. Next, number 9, the correct answer is 30.29. Number 10, 9.28. Number 11, 2,804. Number 12 is 20.9. Now, let's proceed to question number 13. Joanne bought three books that cost $3.95, $4.99, and $6.5. So how much did she spend in all? So the keyword is in all. It means we're going to add all. So 3.95 plus 4.99 plus 6.05. So how do I make compensation here? So if I'm going to add these two first, okay, so I will add here 0.01 to make it as 5 as a whole number. Then 5 plus 3 equals 8, then 0.95. So this 2 is equivalent to 8.95. So since I added from the start, which is I added 0.01, so and this is addition, so at the end, I need to subtract 0.01. So this becomes 8.94. So 8.94 plus 6.05. So this is easy now. 94 plus 0.05, that is 0.99. Then 8 plus 6, that is 14. That's why the answer is 14.99. Or without using compensation method, if you can apply the commutative, you just simply add these two. 3.95 plus 6.05, that is equivalent to 10. Then 10 plus 4.99 that is 14.99. Number 14. Use compensation to find each difference mentally. Explain how you found each difference. So 67 minus 29, if I'm going to apply the compensation, this becomes 30. So I added 1. So 67 minus 30. So 67 minus 30, that is easy now. So the answer is 37. Okay, so since I added 1 from the start, it means I need to add also 1 at the end because that is subtraction. So that is 38. So 456 minus 198. If I added 2 to make it is easy to subtract, so to make it 200, so 456 now minus 200 is equivalent to 256. So since I added 2 from the start, I need to add 2 also at the end. So the answer is 258. So that is how to use compensation method in subtraction. Okay? So let's proceed to number 15. The table shows how many points Eduardo scored during each game. Use mental math to find how many points he scored in the first 3 games. So the first 3 games are 54, 19, and 26. So the answer is 99 because 54 plus 26, that is equivalent to 80, then plus 19, that is equivalent to 99. Number 16. On 3 different days at her job, Sue earned $27, $33, and $49. She needs to earn $100 to buy a desk for her computer. If she buys the desk, how much money will she have left over? So the first step is you need to know how much she earned. So she earned 27, 33, and 49. So 27 plus 33, that is equivalent to 60. Then plus 49, that is equivalent to 109. So if she needs to earn $100 to buy a desk for her computer and she buys the desk, how much money will she have left over? So from 109, and if she bought $100 desk, that is equivalent to $9. Okay? Next, number 17. A shelf can hold 50 DVDs. Jill has 27 DVDs. She plans to buy 5 new ones. Each DVD costs $9. After she buys the new ones, how many more DVDs will the shelf hold? So if this is the shelf that holds 50 DVDs and she bought 27 and she has 27 DVDs plus she is planning to buy another 5. So 27 plus 5, that is 32. So after she buys the new ones, how many more DVDs will the shelf hold? So you just simply subtract 50 minus 32. This becomes 4 and this becomes 10. So this is 8 and 1. So the answer is 18, not $18. The answer is 18 DVDs. Number 18. When finding the difference of two numbers mentally, can you use the commutative property? Explain. The answer is no, because the commutative property cannot be used for subtraction because the order of the numbers matters. And for question number 19, Daria bought a skein of alpaca yarn for $47.50, a skein of Angora yarn for $32, $32.14, and a skein of wool yarn for $16.50, and a pair of knitting needles for $3.86. So how much did she spend in all? Describe how you calculate that. So if I'm going to answer this mentally, it is easy for me to add these two because it ends both in zeros. So 16.50 plus 47.50, 0.50 plus 0.50 means 1 whole part. Then plus 47, that is 48, plus 16, that is 64. So I have 64 for this two. Now, 32.14 plus 3.86. 86 plus 14, that is 1 whole part, plus 32 is 33, plus 3 is 36. So plus 36. So if I'm going to add this one, the answer is equivalent to 100. So by that strategy, use the commutative property and associative properties by adding the given addends. Number 20. Mrs. Healer's class took a field trip to a park 12.3 miles away. Mr. Dean's class drove 4.9 miles to the public library. So how much further did Mrs. Healer's class travel than Mr. Dean's class? Explain how you use mental math to determine the difference. So the answer is 7.4 miles farther. Why? You added zero point 0.1 to 4.9 to get 5 using the compensation method. Then you found that 12.3 minus 5 is equivalent to 7.3. So you added zero point 0.1 from the start to make it 4.9 to make it 5. So at the end, you need to add it also 0.01 to 7.3 to get the difference of 7.4. That's it. Thank you so much and have a nice day.